So you're thinking about moving to Tradition, Florida, and you want to know more about what to expect, where the neighborhoods are, and kind of which neighborhood might be the best fit for you. You're in luck. In today's video, we're going to be going over a Google Maps tour of Tradition. I'm going to be going around Google Maps. I'm going to be showing you where each neighborhood is, give you a couple facts about each neighborhood, like is it gated, is it 55 plus, or is it a normal community, and little things like that. And if you stick around to the very end, I'm even going to give you a document, a little Excel file that shows you each neighborhood, how many homes are in that neighborhood, what kind of homes are they? Are they single family homes? Are they townhomes? Are they condos? And give you all this kind of information all in one sheet so you can make the best decision about where to live in Tradition, Florida. So let's get into it right now. If you're new to the channel and you want to know everything there is to know about living in the Treasure Coast of Florida, then subscribe down below, tap the bell for notifications so you can be the first to know about the market changes here in the Treasure Coast of Florida. My name is Jacob, I'm with the Kai's Company, and we get calls every day from people just like you looking to relocate here to our Treasure Coast. So whether you're moving next week, next month, next year, give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email. I'd love to help make your transition here to the Treasure Coast go as smooth as possible. So like I said, we're gonna be going over Google Maps tour. So let's get into Google Maps right now. So as I said earlier, I'm gonna be going around a Google Maps tour of Tradition itself. So to get started, let's show you where Tradition is and where Tradition is not. So Tradition is in Port Saint Lucie over here, which if you're still getting familiar to the area, Port Saint Lucie is in the southeast portion of Florida over here. So we're about 2 hours north of Miami, 2 hours southeast of Orlando. So we're kind of right there in the middle, which is a really good spot to be. So let's get over here to Tradition. So Port St. Lucie over here. Tradition is as far west as you can go in Port St. Lucie. There are a lot of communities out here. If you haven't seen my pros and cons video yet, you need to go up and see my pros and cons video of Tradition. I go over a lot of different things, including the HOA fees and the CDD fees. And if you don't know what those are, they're community development district fees. So you're really going to want to watch that pros and cons video to understand those a little bit better, or reach out to me and I can help you understand those a little bit more. So starting off, most of the neighborhoods are kind of, I'm not going to say the same, but most of them are going to be gated. Most of these are going to be single family residence homes. So you have homes or normal homes only. You don't have your condos, townhomes, apartments, things like that. There are a few neighborhoods like that. Like going over here, Promenade right here. This is going to be apartments over here. Sorry, condos. Promenade is going to be condos. And then you have, okay, where I'm not seeing it. Oh, here it is, the Atlantic over here. This is going to be apartments. So for the most part, most everything will be just homes, but some of these neighborhoods do have a couple townhomes as well in them. And then another distinguishing factor, which may or may not be important to you, some of these neighborhoods are 55 plus community. So we're going to have, starting at the top, we're going to have Italia over here is going to be 55 plus. And then going down, we are going to have, is Esplanade. Yep, Esplanade here is a 55 plus. Then we're going to have Lake Park here is a 55 plus. And Laro here is a 55 plus. And then Del Webb down here is a 55 plus. Those are your 55 plus communities. And let me just put in a side note, these are not your, a bunch of old people sitting there around knitting all day. These are very active communities. They have very healthy activities and things going on. There's a lot of stuff going on. You are not going to be really happy. It's a great social area. You're going to have a lot of classes. You're going to have a lot of things to do. A lot of events put on in these neighborhoods. Very, very well done for these neighborhoods. And they're sure to point out they are very active. They all say they're very active. So going back to the top, and just another side note. So Tradition ends here at Crosstown. If you go up here, this is technically Verano is the neighborhood up here. And then technically this area here is the dividing line. You have Riverland is this community over here, and they have some amazing things going on in these three neighborhoods. You have Valencia Cave, Valencia Walk, and Valencia Grove. I think they got those right. Yep, no, Grove and Walk. And these are 55 plus communities. So there's another option there if you're looking for a 55 plus community to live in. So going into the top again. So here's Vitalia. We talked about that one a little bit. Here's Heritage Oaks up here. I guess I can zoom in a little bit, kind of show you some nice little lakes going on. Here is Tabalo here. We have Victoria Park here. And just another side note, Google Maps, their satellite image is not quite caught up with everything. So it shows the streets and everything, but it's a couple years old on the satellite imagery. It'll be nice when they update it, because some of these neighborhoods are, all the houses are built, or a lot of the houses are built, and it just doesn't show it on here. Just so you know, you're not gonna be the first house in some of these neighborhoods. Some of them you might be, depending on the neighborhood. Some of them are very new. Like if you go into Seville, Matt Me Homes is about a neighborhood called Seville. I don't know any information about it yet. It doesn't say where it's going to be. It doesn't say how many homes it's going to be or anything yet. So you might be the first person in that neighborhood if you want to be the first person in the neighborhood. So here is West Cliff here. Now West Cliff, it is going to be, was it 19 homes, I think, just right here, just a single street. Nice pond on the other side. Same as Merida Reserve. This is 20 houses here with a nice pond right here. Then you have the estates down here, and it goes across over here as well. You have the lakes, which is going to be all this area over here. Like all those beautiful lakes and preserve that it has. Keeping it up. Here's Emery Homes. And like I said, it looks empty. It's not empty, I promise you. Here's some senior living right here. So if you're moving here with your parents or someone who needs to be in assisted living, here you go. Going out here to Cadence. This neighborhood is pretty new. They only started it recently, along with Esplanade. So those ones are a little bit newer. Remember, Esplanade's one of our 55 plus, including this Vitalia over here, this 55 plus as well. So you have Bedford Park over here, which is not gated. They do have a really awesome little park over here, this little treehouse park. If you have little kids or grandkids that come out to visit you, fun little park to go to. Plus, it's really close to the downtown Tradition. So you have all your shopping over here. You have your Publix and your town square right here. A little water park. Another park here, pretty walking, some fountains over here in the lake. Beautiful little view over here. Great little restaurants around here. So Promenade, Bedford Park are really close to all of these places over here, all the shopping. So going down, we're gonna have Town Park, which is a nice little gated community. Got your clubhouse here in the middle, and it extends pretty far. I featured a couple houses in Town Park in my neighborhood tour of Tradition. So if you haven't seen that, you can go check that out and see those. Then you have Lakewood or Lake Park over here, which is going to be one of your 55 plus communities. Here's Manderley over here. Here is your hospital if you're working at Cleveland Clinic Tradition Hospital. Here is your hospital. And of course, Bass Pro is across the street. You gotta know where Bass Pro is. I guess your Sam's Club and all that too. And then you have, like I said, these are Riverland community, technically not Tradition, but they're kind of right there at Tradition. So I figured I'd mention them. 55 plus, great community over there. So you have Tulare here, which is a 55 plus. And Tulare is one of those neighborhoods right now. So what's it called? There is an autonomous shuttle in Tradition. It's called TIM. Tradition in Motion is what it stands for. But it's a driverless shuttle that goes around to various areas, and Tulare is soon to be added or is added. So if you're looking for a shuttle that can take you to the hospital or to downtown Tradition, that little Tradition Square, over here, or the shopping or whatever you're looking for. The Tim shuttle will be going to Tulare. If not now, then very, very soon, if that's important to you. Then going down, you have Heron Preserve, which is being built right now. It's starting to fill up pretty good. They have a nice little pool. My daughter does swim lessons here at the Heron Preserve neighborhood. Then you have Del Webb down here, which is a 55 plus community, very active, very well thought out. And then you have Kenley, which is a very new. They're just building it now, so there's not a lot of information about it. Most of the homes are still being built in that neighborhood. As you can see, they don't even have the the roads mapped out in this neighborhood. And then you have Belterra down here, which is going to be some townhomes down here, which look really nice. Just point out you have a lot of distribution centers here, and you have an Amazon warehouse here. That's what it's going to be on that side. So there is tradition for you. I'm going to include, let me see if I can share it real quick. I have, so I have a little Excel file. If you're interested in, I'll include a link to it down below. Look in the description for that link. So it'll tell you, what the neighborhoods are. And here's the Riverlands ones I included because it's almost in tradition, but technically it's its own little thing. So I'll tell you the neighborhood name. It'll tell you if it's a gated community or not. It'll tell you so HOPA is a 55 plus. So if it's a yes on a HOPA, then that neighborhood is a 55 plus community. It'll tell you how many homes are inside that community, and then also tell you the types of homes. So SFH is going to be single family home. That's just your standard typical home if you don't know what that is. So like Del Webb, for example, has single family homes and villas. Lake Park has single family homes and villas. Bedford Park, Cadence is townhomes. Atlantic is apartments. Tavalo's townhomes. So all this information is kind of here. So if you're looking for a big overview, and sorry, I don't have the HOA costs in there. The HOA varies depending on the neighborhood, obviously, and then also depending on the size of the home. If you have a townhome or a single family home, there's a lot of variances there and it changes all the time. So I was going to include the HOA information, but it changes so often. It's really best just at that moment. If you're really interested in the neighborhood, then you can look into that and see what the CDD fees are as well, if there are any CDD fees. If there's anything else y'all want to know, please leave a comment down below. Let me know if there's more information you need, or if you want to just reach out to me, I'd be happy to help you too. Here's my number right here, my email address. Otherwise, thank you for watching. Have a great day.